Hi everyone, my name's Laura and I'm the Specky Seamstress. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to So Fruity 2025. So I have been relatively absent from YouTube again. Life is busy, but when I saw that Yvette was looking for participants of the vlog tour this year for So Fruity, I jumped at the chance because I really miss YouTube, guys. I really do, and I have a little bit of a plan for when I might be able to film more regular content, but as I said in my last video, it's just going to have to be a little bit ad hoc for now. But yes, I jumped at the chance and I was super excited because as I agreed to do it, or as I signed up to do it, I was thinking, I don't know what fruity fabric I've got in my stash, and then I found this in the sale. So I have loved this fabric for ages. It's a Ruby Star Society cotton. It has all these little like juice cartons on it, and it's got, I think it's got apples and cherries and lemons, and I'm sure there's other fruit on this as well. Oh yeah, like a nectarine type fruit. So like loads of different fruits on here, and I really love it. And I found this remnant in the sale on Wool Warehouse. So Wool Warehouse sells some fabric, and I was on there getting something for a wedding craft project, which I will talk more about in a second. And I couldn't resist it, and I thought it's perfect timing. It's what I'm going to treat myself to for So Fruity. And I thought, I've got until June the 19th. I've got so much time. I could absolutely make something before then. And I have not. So rather than sharing what I've made this year for So Fruity, I thought I would split this video into a few different parts. And the first part is helping me decide what to make with this beautiful fabric. The second part is showing you a fruity make that I have made in the meantime. And the third part is talking about my fruity makes from last year and what I can do with them to bring them back to life in my wardrobe. And then there's another little fourth bit, which is some fruity fabrics that I've seen recently that I think are cool, and I'm like pondering buying but have not bought yet. Whether they will be bought or not remains unseen. But before I crack on with that, I just wanted to give you like a micro update on life and sewing because it has been a little while and I have some really exciting things to share with you that I really want to vlog with you guys. So Ollie is now 15 months old, which is crazy. He's walking around all over the place and starting to talk. James will be 3 in September, which is mind-blowing. And 2.5 has been a very, very testing time for parenting. So life is very busy and quite tiring. But I am getting some time to sew, and I've made some projects that I really love recently. So I do want to talk to you about my juniper dress, my drafter's grid dress, because I made a Roberts Wick drafter's grid dress recently, and also the cap, the minimalist machinist cap that I have made recently as well. And I have lots of crafting going on at the minute because my brother gets married in like 10 days and I have been crafting for me and the boys and my mum and the grooms. So there's like a whole load of things I need to share with you soon. But I am still doing quite a lot of crafting. My sewing room is in a state of disarray because we are currently building a new building just next door here in the garden, which will become sewing room, utility room, office space, and then this room that I'm currently in will become a kids playroom. So there's going to be a lot of change in the craft space for me over the coming weeks and months. So there'll be a lot to keep an eye out on. So if you're here and you haven't been here for a while, because I haven't been here for a while, then please keep watching because I've got lots to share. And because the boys are starting Friday morning nurseries from September, there is a chance for me to film on that Friday morning because I, like every other week, because I won't be at work. So hopefully we might see some more regular content coming because I do really, really genuinely miss YouTube, to be honest. So where shall we kick off? I'm going to kick off by showing you a fruity make that I made recently that I love. Oh, let me pick up my mess that I made. So I recently made this beautiful dress with the What Vicky Made new release fabric. This one is called Retro, and it's not overtly fruity, although I would not call it a subtle make, but there are pineapples in this make, and I am so in love with this print. Now the reason that I ended up making this is because we, with the Specky Seamstress, did a collaboration with Vicky on this beautiful bias binding, which has all of the motifs on it from the fabric. And there are 3 fabrics from this collection, and we matched a bias binding to each one. And you can still get those on Vicky's website. So we asked if we could buy some of the fabric in advance to make up something to show it off. Now this make came fraught with mistakes, which is why there's beautiful rickrack on the bottom, because for some reason I cut it too short and had to add another panel on, and I didn't want the seam to be so obvious. But that has begun my love of giant rickrack, and there are more giant rickrack makes to show you soon. But it's a hack of the honeycomb dress by Wawa Crafts, which I love and I use as a base for hacking all the time. I'm just trying to think what hacks I have done, because the Wawa Crafts pattern comes with like ties at the waist, but I've just put elastic on it. I must have graded down a little bit. I'll have to go back and have a look at my notes. But I love it. It's so joyful when I wear it. And I'm looking forward to wearing it this summer, because actually I've only worn it in kind of colder seasons, outfits. I've worn it with tights and cardigans so far, but it's just screaming summer, so I might have to crack it out for work over this next week that's supposed to be really beautifully sunny. So that's a make that I've made recently that is fruity to some degree. Now let's talk about the makes I made last year. So I will pop a link to the video for my So Fruity vlog from last year, and I predominantly made 2 things last year. I made 2 Joni shirts, so Liberated have a beautiful pattern called the Joni shirt, which I really love. I've used a lot as a base to make a dress from, so I've like cut the pattern at the waist and added a dress, but I'm just not wearing them. And I made one that was cream and had little monkeys on it that were holding bananas, and I made one that is banana print all over, like quite big, bold, abstract, and they should be being worn but they're not, and I can't quite figure out why. And I'm not sure if the monkey one is like a little bit too novelty for my style now. My style is definitely like evolving a little bit at the minute, or whether I just haven't found the right bottoms to pair these things with, or, which I have a horrible feeling this is probably the truth, I just can't be bothered to iron them. Does anyone else have that? Like, I find a dress so much easier to put on than like a top and then I have to find something else to go with it. And I think a lot of my tops and like bottoms, like a lot of my separates, are in quite creasy fabrics or are styles that need to be pressed, and I am not good at pressing. I mean, I manage it when I'm sewing, but I find it very hard for like laundry activity. So maybe I just need to make a commitment to get out my iron and press them and see if that encourages me to wearing them. Because one of the things I have been trying to do, but probably haven't been that successful in doing, is making some more solid separates to go with patterned other separates, right? So like I could have a pattern top with a plain bottom or vice versa. And it doesn't have to be, I don't mind pattern clashing a bit. It doesn't have to be like totally plain, but something a bit more neutral. So maybe I just need to put in a bit more effort. But I would love to know if you can, I'll put the pictures in here of the 2 makes, but if you could tell me what you would pair those makes with, that would be really helpful, because I am struggling to use them in my wardrobe, which is a shame because they're really nice makes. And I'm very happy to invest the time in making some basics that will go with them, if I think it will unlock those and a bunch of other cool separates that I have in my wardrobe. So that's kind of part 2 of the video. I've not done this for such a long time that I have no idea if I am racing through this and it's been like 3.5 minutes, or if I'm talking for hours and I'm already like half an hour. So we'll see that later. So let's talk about this fabric. As I said, it is beautiful. It is a cotton. I have 1.5 meters of it. I'm so wary of making another Joni blouse and then not wearing it. But I can't really think what else I would do with it. I don't think I would wear a skirt in this. I do really want to make myself a lovely cream blouse to wear with some fun bottoms, but I don't think this is the one to be a fun bottom. So I guess my options are, I don't use it in a garment. I make a really nice bag, pouch, something out of it. It would actually be quite cool. There's that pattern, I'm gonna have to find the name of it because I can't remember, that looks like a little juice carton. That would be quite cool to make in this, but it wouldn't use very much of it. I could make something for the boys, but I'm just so wary of making things for them that they grow out of really quickly, and it's quite a large print for quite small bodies. I could just make a really simple blouse. So I've been making a couple of blouses recently from the Cashmerette Montrose pattern, but with a different sleeve, like with a slightly longer puffier sleeve. So I could do that, like that would be quite cute with this. But again, I would still need to find something to pair it with. Or I colour block it with something. But again, I'm not 100% sure what. So basically, I've bought a fabric that I've been cooing over for probably 18 months, and I can't decide what to make with it. And I need your help. I suppose one other option is that I could make the Robertswood Drafters grid pattern as a top and use this as the main fabric and some other colours as the grid lines. I might even have enough of this to make a whole dress from that. No, it's not wide enough. I recently made a dress. I will pop in a very quick picture here, but I do want to talk properly about it because it's quite a, you know, labour of love make. And it did only use 1.5 meters of the main fabric, but it was wider than this, so I don't think that will work. So help me, please tell me what you think I should make, and how it would fit into my wardrobe. I think it's too structured to be like a slip dress, because I did sort of ponder whether the Arvola dress from Cashmerette would work, but I think that needs to be of draped fabric. And I don't know, like I really liked the idea of making something in this by the end of the month for the challenge. So if I can come up, or if you can help me come up with a plan, then I can still probably just about do that with the wedding sewing I have to do. But yeah, help me out, because I am struggling a bit with that one, which is a shame. Isn't it a shame when you get a really beautiful fabric that you've loved for ages? Like as soon as I saw that, I loved it, and I love the colour of it. It's like a slightly like acidic-y yellow. It's got all the teals in it. I really love it. But I just don't know what I would make with it. And I've got a few fabrics like that in my stash that I really don't want to get rid of, because they make me so happy. You know, the Marie Kondo way would say they spark joy, but I can't picture them like what they need to become to continue to spark joy through wearing them. So yeah, I'm a little bit stuck with that one. Then I thought I would talk to you about fabrics that I love that I've seen recently that are fruity, that I have not done anything with or not bought and think that I might need to buy. So there are 3 fabrics that I thought I would share. The first one is from Beglarian Fabrics. Beglarian. You might have seen them advertised if you're on Instagram. They seem to be advertising all the time at the minute. They're a dead stock company. They take sort of high-end fashion house fabrics and sell them, and yeah, they just seem to be marketed all over the place. They're based in France, I want to say, and I found a pineapple print that I really love, which I'll pop in a picture of here, and it's like viscose silk, which sounds amazing, and I really like it because it's not overtly fruity, even though it is giant pineapples. It's got a kind of almost geometric feel about it. It feels quite African waxy in the kind of graphic style that it is, and I really love it. But I need more floaty viscose, like I need a hole in the head. Like I have quite a lot of floaty viscose in my life. So should I get some? And what should I make if I do? And the second one is from Hey So Sister. Now this fabric is block print, like an Indian block print style fabric, and I've seen, so she has one that has cherries on it, which I love and is really pretty. I've seen that in a couple of places, the cherries one. She has a pear, and I really like it. Like, it's quite unusual. I think it would be really cute as like a little top with some shorts, for sort of a summer getaway type vibe. Not that I have anywhere to get away to, but I think it would be quite cute, and I just like that it was slightly different. I know that Yvette every year runs like a fruity championship where she tots up like how many makes have the different fruits in, and she does a like who v who fight it out in Instagram stories, and you know, it's always strawberries and cherries, and pineapple seems to be quite popular as well, and pears just feel a little bit more unusual, so I'm quite pro the pears one. And I said there were three fabrics because there were 3 fabrics, but the third one has completely slipped my mind, which is not great. But yeah, those 2 fabrics are beautiful, and I don't know what I would make with them, and I don't know whether I can convince myself to buy them, but maybe once I've made a decision about my actual So Fruity fabric, I can decide and do something with it. So that's where I'm at. I don't have anything to show you. Well, I mean, I've showed you a few things, but I don't have a So Fruity make to show you for this year yet. If I can get my act together, I will make sure that that happens over the next, well, 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, I guess. My brother's wedding is on the 28th, so I really don't have a lot of time to be cracking on with other makes before the end of the month, but I am hoping that my dress will be finished this weekend, so maybe if it's like a nice quick blouse, I could have a bit of a like calming, free spirited sewing experience after what is, you know, been quite a busy and intense couple of months of wedding sewing. Sewing for other people is just it's just a different beast, isn't it? And I don't do it that often, particularly not to a deadline. And I've also been knitting to a deadline because the grooms requested socks for the wedding, so I've been very busy. But yeah, nice. The only other thing I wanted to share with you for So Fruity was the bias binding and labels that we have from the Specky Seamstress. So we have, and what's bad is that I did have these right next to me ready to show you for filming, but I'll pop in a picture. We have these beautiful berries bias bindings, and the sorbet colourway of this is half price during So Fruity with the code So Fruity at checkout. And we also have these beautiful berries labels, which are not available yet. They came out as part of the Label Collective subscription boxes this month, but they will be available for purchase 3 months after that. So if you want to know when they're available, you want me to let you know, drop me a comment and I will ping you when they become available. But if you join the Label Collective Club, you'll be able to buy them straight away. thank you so much for watching. I've had quite a lot of fun filming this, although I have a feeling when I look back to edit it, I'm going to be like, what were you talking about, Laura? But I'm hoping not, because I would quite like, if I get the opportunity to, today, to film a very quick video about some of my recent makes or some of the fabric I've procured since I've been gone from YouTube. Because I would really like to get some new stuff back up on the channel for you guys to watch and for us to chat about. But realistically, I should get on with wedding sewing. I don't have a dress yet. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, which will be really soon,